Next up, we got Braun Strowman versus the Big Red Machine, Kane. These two men will be with their respective tag teams at SummerSlam in that Triple Threat Tag Team Championship match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, weighing in at 385 pounds, Braun Strowman.
And here he comes, the newest member of the Wyatt family, just recently reunited with Bray Wyatt. Of course, he's had his feud with The Undertaker the past couple months that culminated at Money in the Bank in that steel cage match. Now back with Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman is just as strong as ever and looking to claim tag team gold at SummerSlam.
And his opponent, from parts unknown, weighing in at 323 pounds, Kane!
The Big Red Machine, one half of the Brothers of Destruction. Of course, Undertaker picked up that victory earlier this evening against Dolph Ziggler. Kane now in action, one-on-one against Braun Strowman. These two behemoths collide. Surely destruction will follow in their path. We're about to see what happens when the irresistible force meets the immovable object. Kane gets the first strike in this match. Braun tosses Kane over his head. Kane ducks out of the way, back in charge. We know Braun Strowman has had a mixed bag of success recently. Of course, he failed his cash-in opportunity back when Roman Reigns was still champion. Braun Strowman tried to get himself into that six-man Hell in a Cell match at Extreme Rules, which he was, unfortunately for him, unable to accomplish. That's what led to his continued feud with Undertaker. Of course, more than anything, that was Braun Strowman's motivation for wanting in that Hell in a Cell match, was to get his hands on the Phenom, on the Dead Man. Of course, John Cena would go on to win that match. And at Money in the Bank, Undertaker and Braun Strowman had that steel cage match that ended with Undertaker picking up the victory. It was after that when Braun Strowman recruited Bray Wyatt to reform the Wyatt family after Bray Wyatt had been having his own struggles with Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. And with the Wyatt family reformed, it was then time for Undertaker to rejoin with his brother Kane, reforming the Brothers of Destruction. And now all three of these teams who've had levels of success against each other, all three of these teams will finally clash in that triple threat match at SummerSlam. Also earlier this evening, we had The Rock and Bret Hart team up against an unnamed team, which ended up being the return of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. The Rock and Bret Hart would pick up the victory. Mr. McMahon put them in that match, kind of as punishment for their, if you want to say, resistance against Triple H. Of course, last week, Bret Hart and The Rock were put into that one-on-one match, and Triple H and Mr. McMahon were kind of hoping that the excellence of execution would take out The Rock, who of course is Triple H's opponent for SummerSlam. They were kind of hoping that that Bret Hart would kind of do the job for Bret and get that taken care of already. Bret Hart, while winning the match, did not. Triple H took matters into his own hands by attacking The Rock after the match. Earlier this evening, Triple H was scheduled for a match against Stone Cold Steve Austin. And The Rock did attack Triple H before that match could get underway. That helped Stone Cold pick up the victory. And Bret Hart came out later in the evening to further explain that he did not have anything to do with Triple H's attack last week, and that he had no love for Triple H or DX himself. And so in response, Mr. McMahon, the new GM of Raw, put Rock and Bret Hart into that tag team match against KO and Sami Zayn, although Bret Hart was still able to pick up the victory by submitting Kevin Owens to the sharpshooter. Kane does not want this match to end outside the ring. He wants to get Braun Strowman back in and pick up this victory the right way. And here he goes. Kane's calling for it. Can he put Braun Strowman away? He hits the choke slam. That's got to do it. He goes for the cover. 1, 2. No, Braun Strowman gets the shoulder up. This match continues. Kane gets to the ropes before he needs to submit. Braun going for his own cover. 1, nope. Kane no-selling that offense. He kicks out. Not quite back to his feet, but his shoulders are up. And now Braun setting up Kane for the power slam. Is this going to finish off the Big Red Machine? No, Kane counters. And he's going for the chokes. No! Braun with the military press. Kane wanted that choke slam, but Braun was just a little bit quicker. And Braun getting fired up here. Taking it all the way to the Big Red Machine. No, Kane again countering. Trying for the choke slam again, but can't quite get it. Braun firing on all cylinders here. Kane counters again. Kane looking for it. Setting Braun up. Going for the choke slam. And this time he hits it. It took 3 extra tries, but finally Kane got the choke slam. 1, 2, 3. Kane is victorious. Brothers of Destruction with the clean sweep here tonight on Raw. Undertaker and Kane 2-0 against their opponents here tonight on Raw. Is this a sign of things to come on SummerSlam? Are we looking at the next WWE Raw Tag Team Champions? Of course, one-on-one is one thing. It's a whole other thing when you have 3 teams in the ring all at the same time. What a match we have in store for you next. The number 1 contender, Finn Balor, Mr. Money in the Bank, Roman Reigns. 2 men at the top of the standings here on Monday Night Raw, going head to head. Here he comes. Finn Balor. He's been on a warpath here on Raw ever since getting screwed out of his championship match at Money in the Bank when John Cena hit him with that steel chair to knock him down and pin him for the 1, 2, 3.
Making his way to the ring from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor!
Finn Balor has tackled every challenge thrown his way. He's defeated Goldberg, he's defeated Brock Lesnar, he's defeated the champion John Cena. All these opponents thrown his way to try to knock him out of that top spot, but he has prevailed each and every single time. He is determined to walk into SummerSlam and walk out the new WWE Universal Champion. Of course, now he goes up against Mr. Money in the Bank, who last week had his own big victory over Stone Cold Steve Austin. So Roman Reigns has a lot of momentum in his favor right now as well. There he is, Mr. Money in the Bank, Roman Reigns.
From Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is Mr. Money in the Bank, Roman Reigns.
As I mentioned earlier, Roman Reigns did win that one-on-one match against Stone Cold Steve Austin last week. He withstood not 1, not 2, but 3 Stone Cold Stunners to finish off the Rattlesnake. Of course, the Roman Reigns was the WWE Universal Champion going into that 6-man Hell in a Cell match at Extreme Rules. Lost that belt to John Cena in that big 6-man match. then at Money in the Bank, won the ladder match to become Mr. Money in the Bank and have an opportunity to reclaim his championship that he never lost one-on-one. And Finn Balor going right to work here. With everything that he's withstood, he has no fear of Roman Reigns. But the same can be said of Roman Reigns towards Finn Balor. Roman Reigns has gone after Sting. He's taken down Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's not afraid of Finn Balor. Going for it early. He's going to the top. He's trying to make this a fast match tonight. Setting up. No! Roman's out of the way. We will see Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. It's going to be a match for the ages. It's going to be the NWO, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and Sting versus The Shield in a six-man tag team match. Oh, Finn Balor, he reverses the Superman punch. Roman Reigns is looking to finish this match. Oh, there he hits it with the second one. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Nope, Finn Balor just kicks out. This match continues here on Raw. Spear! Out of nowhere, the spear! This could do it. 1, 2, 3. Finn Balor cannot kick out. Roman Reigns picks up another victory. Uh-oh. It's the Universal Champion, John Cena. What does he want? This match has nothing to do with him. Cena from behind taking out Finn Balor. Cena knows he hasn't been able to beat Finn Balor one-on-one, face-to-face, has to resort to backhanded tactics. What a shame, John, what a shame. Here it is, a preview of that six-man tag match that we talked about earlier. Kevin Nash with Scott Hall versus Seth Rollins. Oh, that's Seth Rollins. He's coming through the crowd. He attacks Nash from behind. Seth Rollins with the cheap ambush from behind, taking an early advantage over Kevin Nash. Scott Hall now getting involved. Nash from behind, he's taking control now. Of course, this rivalry has grown with the return of Sting who targeted Seth Rollins from the get-go for injuring Sting and seemingly ending his career. Sting came back, challenged Seth Rollins immediately for that Intercontinental Championship and did beat him. But Seth Rollins resorting to cheap tactics, having the Shield come out and beat down on Sting. He lost it back to Seth Rollins the following night on Raw. With the Shield in Seth's corner, Sting got some help of his own in his corner, calling in the NWO. This feud has been building for weeks, and these two legendary teams, are going to show down at SummerSlam. With that chair while the referee had his back turned. And now Rollins with the chair. Scott Hall tried to create the distraction, but it only benefited Rollins. And here comes Nash, or Hall back on the apron. Kevin Nash taking advantage. The big boot knocks down Rollins. Rollins able to get the shoulder up. It did take Nash a while before he can make the pin. That may have given Rollins a little bit of time to recover. Nash setting him up. He's going for it. Counter by Rollins. And now Nash counters. Rollins setting up Nash. Rollins could end it right here. 1, 2, 3, he gets the pin on Kevin Nash. Point for the Shield. And right there could have been the difference. The referee trying to get rid of that chair. Took him a while before he could start making the 3 count on Rollins. Kevin Nash could have had this match won earlier.
Here is your winner, Seth Rollins.
Huge victory for Seth Rollins and the Shield here tonight on Raw. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you next time. I am your host for WWE 2K19, and this has been Monday Night Raw.